Could it be
Do
louder?
I look like Steve Jobs?
Yeah, you look like Steve Jobs every time you pull your credit card out, big guy, if you know what I mean.
I don't.
Yeah, no, none of us do. Awesome. Welcome to Guess the Guest with an added bonus. We've added an extra person to Guess the Guest to make things a little bit more difficult. As you know, we have our reigning champions tied, Jesse Preisendorfer with one correct guess, and Ian O'Shea with one correct guess.
Wow.
Tonight, host Steve Rooney of the Punch Out Podcast will be another guessing guest. This is terrible.
Yes.
Oh,
Does everybody remember what Kevin told us last week that he told us we'd forget this week?
it is a female.
No. Incorrect. It's a male.
I was trying to get a piece of information, Ian.
Son of a bitch! I
I
felt
give you nothing. So, you guys know how this works. There are 3 rounds. You're going to ask a question in the third round. So we'll do 2 rounds of that. In the third round, you're going to ask a question and then give a guess. As always, Jessie is my favorite, so she gets to go first.
That's fair.
Good choice.
That's fair.
So we've established it's female, correct? No, that's no. I take that back. Ian, do you remember that? That piece of information? we got?
There was something we were told, and it was about gender, but you know, he told us that we were drunk at the time and that we'd never remember, and I swore on my life there and then that I would never drink again.
How's that working out for you?
I don't remember this. I don't remember the piece of information.
Yes,
I'll be quite honest, neither do I. I don't remember, so...
It's a male identifying character that is in our lives.
Wow, that's a lot of information. I said that? Maybe I'm a liar. All right, so Jesse, what would your question be?
Great. Are you a? I always ask this question. Have we ever performed on stage in a comedy sports match?
Wow, great. Yes is the answer from our mystery guest. This is fantastic. And Jesse, kudos for asking multiple questions under the guise of one question.
Oh, okay.
All right, let's go with co-reigning champion Ian O'Shea.
Thank you. And thank you, Jesse, for being co-reigning champion.
You get to ask a question now, Ian.
Yeah.
I know. I was distracted by the distasteful look that Steve had on his face.
I feel left out. I feel really left out
Well,
right
you
now.
get your win tonight, buddy.
Well, buddy, you know, you were a host. Now you're on this side, and this is how we party.
I don't want to show any kind of favoritism, Steve. Check your text, though. I've already texted you the answer.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, fair enough. Well,
I knew it was her.
may I ask you such a question as, do you drive a motor vehicle with 2 wheels?
Ooh. Specific.
Ooh, he has a guess already.
At least is the mystery guest's answer.
Oh,
Oh,
that,
I
That's a
love
great
that
answer.
answer.
Not cool.
Great answer.
That eliminates Leather Tuscadero. It is not Leather Tuscadero as our mystery guest.
Leather Tuscadero is a lady.
Oh, I'm sorry. Then Pleather Tuscadero. Hey, guys. Here comes the first question from my former co-host, Steve Rooney.
Mr. Guest, have you performed in a comedy sports match with all 3 of us? Me, Jesse, and Ian.
How does that help us?
Yes.
Hey,
Could have been a totally different answer had you added the host in, but you didn't, and that's fine. Jesse, your question.
are you a repeat guest on the Punch Up podcast?
Great question.
I'm guessing no.
They haven't answered.
They have to think about it. They must be really busy.
No, unless watching counts.
No.
No. Yes. So they have never been on
And
Punch Up Podcast.
we've
Yeah.
also learned that English is perhaps their second language.
There you have it.
Ah,
And they drive around at least on a trike.
at least.
Right.
At least 2 wheels. At least 2 wheels. So
It's anywhere from a trike to a tractor trailer. Oh.
are you an active player with comedy sports? Really,
Question.
presently?
Well,
Active.
Ah, for God's sake. Can we call Kristen to define active guest for us?
You want a lifeline? Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, why?
I have you on speakerphone because we're doing Guess the Guess on Punch Up Podcast. This is Kristen Finger, artistic director of Comedy Sports Philadelphia. Kristen, would you describe for us what active status means in Comedy Sports Philadelphia?
currently, now.
Active status is kind of thrown out the window right now because of COVID, but active status, when we were allowed into space, meant that you played a certain amount of time in a certain amount of months. It's very late, and I've refed and stage managed 2 comedy sports matches today. So to give you the specifics at this very moment would be exhausting.
Understood, completely understood. But I think that everyone got it. We thought we'd go to a lifeline, so I appreciate it. Go back to watching NCIS or whatever you're doing.
Thank you for knowing what I'm watching.
I'm stalking you.
It's either that or The Shield. So.
Bye, lady. I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Okay. I guess I got my answer and then some. I mean, I've gotten.
Ian, what more do you want? We've had so many guests on tonight.
You can just unscramble those last chats and you have your answer, guys.
Steve Roney, you have a question for us.
I do. Do you currently live in the tri-state area of Philadelphia, which is Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Delaware?
Yes.
Wow.
And a quick
We're
answer.
ready for that.
Yep. All right. So,
But Steve knows exactly where 6 people live. That's it.
yeah.
I just know they're not have not moved away to another state.
A far off land.
You mean Josh? You mean Josh?
Well,
No.
Josh has been on before.
That's my point. He's burning questions, Jesse. He's a rookie.
Yeah.
Now it's time for question and guess. So what's going to happen here is the player is going to ask a question and then give a guess of who they think our mystery guest is. We're going to go out of order, and we're first going to go with my former co-host, Steve Roney, for question and guess.
The question is, do you have at least one child?
Good question.
At least.
Yes.
And now I get to guess?
Now you get to guess.
All right, my guess is John Zach.
John Zach is incorrect. Good guess. Good guess. Next, we're going to go with Mr. Ian O'Shea, co-reigning champion.
I would like to know, Timmy, if
Well played.
you have a mustache presently.
Not presently is the answer.
Thank you. By the way, just a side note for hosts, it's really insulting that you read the answers to me as though I can't read.
I do that for when people watch it, so they understand.
Terrific hosting, Kevin. Really well.
Thank you, Steve. Steve, you might get another question and a guess out of that. Ian, I'm not sure that you get another guess.
Well, I didn't. I just asked a question. I haven't guessed yet.
That's what I'm saying, but I will allow it. I will allow it.
Not presently. One kid. Well,
2 tires, don't forget, important.
yeah, it's Mark Leopold.
Mark Leopold would be a great guest. We should ask him to be on sometime, but that is not correct.
Who is that?
Who is that? The guest asks.
I think I know who it is now.
Jessie Preisendorfer. Bring it home, sister, and win this thing. Give me a question and give me a guess.
Well, you eliminated the person I thought it was with the tri-state area question.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
I really didn't think that was helpful to anyone.
Yeah.
I stand corrected.
You get a question.
Gee, have we done any shows together outside of comedy sports?
Yup.
Ooh. There's something in that yup.
Should have asked how many.
No need. You know.
So many, it says.
So many. Wow.
Mr. Yes, stop giving away too many answers.
This person is dying to get out.
And panelists, we're definitely sure it's a man. Male identifying person.
No.
Well,
No,
I'm
we're
not.
not
I'm not now.
listen, last week Kevin let it slip, and if that was an accident on his end, but it was definitely, he said he, and then was like, oh.
Did he let that slip? Listen, I will say this. I've never lied to you guys, so there's that.
Oh, wait, they have kids. Damn.
Or
One.
kid.
A kid. At least a kid.
At least.
One kid.
And 2 tires. I cannot iterate that enough.
Well, I thought Kevin Pettit, but,
No kids.
no kids and a motorcycle.
Oh my god.
I thought I was.
How long do we have?
You know,
Oh my.
gonna need a guess eventually, Jesse.
I know.
By the way, guys, I'm wearing a sweater.
Jesse deliberating.
I
I
know.
haven't been in that many shows.
Yes, you've done a lot of shows
I know, but
outside of comedy sports.
with men.
So many. So many.
With men with kids, though. Or kid.
Why do you say it with such disdain?
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you guys know it's not me?
Because that would be a giant waste of our fucking time.
That would be so great.
It's so good.
it's so awesome.
You held up your phone.
Yeah, I wish I didn't say that.
That'd be
Because
so
now I
fun.
really want to do that.
I'm gonna guess Jim Burns.
Jim Burns is a good guess. Has a kid. How many tires? It's not Jim Burns. Guys, this is normally where we would say you've all failed. However, I do feel that Steve gets another one because he was so complimentary and kind, and I really appreciate that. And I'm a sucker for compliments. So, Steve, would you like to give one more guess?
Well, yeah, but I got a question first.
I don't see why not.
Mr. Guest, was there a period of time where you moved far away and then have come back?
You really narrowed it down. Oh.
Oh!
Mystery guest, go ahead and turn on your camera and reveal yourself.
It's a McMahon.
It's the McManus.
So
Yes.
great.
So it's a pair of guests.
Yeah. Well, so I said at the beginning of this episode, if you paid attention, I said there's one additional person. I think you all thought I meant Steve, but I meant tonight we have 2 guests.
I barely listen to a word you say.
Ian, you suck.
So I get
All 3 of you are tied. Hello, McManuses.
Hey!
aloha.
Although Steve knew us because you came to the island to see us. We have that deep connections.
Yeah, just for the record,
Fit in
not to
8
get that win, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. The 3 of you are tied. And the sad thing is, all of you have participated in this 4 times. Steve once. Right
One
out of
for
the
one.
park.
1 for 1.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
Wait a second. Review the tape. He never claimed who it was. He
No,
never
no.
gave a name. He never gave a name. I was the first one to say a McMahon. Review the tape. He did not reveal the guest. He might have known, but he didn't let us know.
He knew.
We have a deep island connection. I didn't have to say it.
Yeah, shaka.